Welcome to 2K's. Here's the starting group for Houston. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 2 spot. And for the Warriors, we've got Green. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Yes, that goes in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Butler against Green. Drives to the hoop. And Green slams it in.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Butler sets a screen for Green. And stolen by Eason. Brooks against Butler. It's stolen by Green. Payton right side. Outside Green. Outside Butler. Green with a screen for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Eason. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's Curry with the drive. The shot, no good.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Green deciding where to go with it. Now Şengün. Back to Green. Over Curry. Green, no luck.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. That one's off, still out of sync. Rockets leading by 8. Outside, Green. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Curry way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 5.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
Green against Butler. Launches it.
You know, Butler's got the quickness and the tenacity to be, I think, a nightmare of a defender. Affects that shot for sure.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Post for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Green, following the score by Houston. Butler. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Green against Butler. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the three off target. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing here by 8. Here's Post. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here's Brooks. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Brooks has got 5 now.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Curry. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Houston Rockets, bringing the quarter to a close. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors' 5. Şengün with a screen on Curry. Outside, Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
The 3 ball from Curry.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Post. Now here's Payton. Curry setting the pick for Payton. Rocket 6 from deep. Green. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Warriors trail by 7. Curry outside. Brooks grabs the board. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Taken away. Here's Butler. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Green passes to Brooks. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Brooks has got 8 points. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And here is Curry, after Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. Pulls up on the wing. Post misses the shot. Rockets leading by 10.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Curry outside. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Thompson for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, B.A. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Payton attacking. Ball's knocked loose. Houston leading by 15. And here we go. Houston running again. Pulls up for 3. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Rockets.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Outside Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Butler's got 5.
Tick for tack. Love that Butler came back down and delivered. Whatever you can do, he can do just as well.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside Curry. 3 seconds left. Oh, superb touch by Curry on the floater.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
That'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Whitmore. Green is out there with Smith. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Landale in at the center position. And here we go. Kuminga heading to the hoop.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Kuminga with it. Now Green defending. Kuminga against Green. Here's Looney. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Hield. Rebound by Smith. Houston leading by 13. VanVleet wide open. No good from outside. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Clark famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And it's Whitmore missing. Warriors trail by 13. Inside, there's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Here's Van Vliet. Pajemski grabs the board. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition tape foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Pass to Moody. Here's Hield. Golden State moving it around. 5 on the clock. Moody the pass to Kuminga. From outside, off the mark. Houston leading by 10. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Here's Pajemski, covered by Van Vliet. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston on D. Kuminga the pass to Looney. Pajemski with it. Stolen by Van Vliet.
Boy, just a lazy cross-court pass there. You're just begging for that thing to be picked off when you throw it that far across the court.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Whitmore. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
And smart play by Smith, using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
And it's blocked. Whitmore with it. The 3 hits the three-point bomb. Whitmore's got 5 now.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Smith finds Whitmore. Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Moody. Still scoreless. To stop the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. For 3, Van Vliet, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Houston Rockets controlling the game and finish. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Curry, Butler out there with Green. Then there's Peyton. And it's Post in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Curry passes to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Thompson, a screen on Butler. And here's Green outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Butler against Thompson. Brooks outside. Eason with a screen for Brooks. And he drives in.
And what a fearless drive by Brooks, going right into the defense there and drawing the foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks.
And the second free throw, good. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And, you know, Butler thinks the game as well as he plays it. He's a smart player. I like how he uses the pump fake to draw the contact.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Green against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Curry against Brooks. And the wide open shot from Green. Another miss by Houston.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Three-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Houston. And it's Houston on the break. Eason gets a wide open look. Here's Thompson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Butler dishes to Green. Butler against Thompson. Butler kicks to Curry. A fadeaway. Thompson with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
When Green turns on the speed, watch out. Blew by the defense on the drive that time.
Here's Peyton. A shot missing. Great defense that time from Şengün. Outside Green. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Eason, a screen on Curry. Thompson with it. Now Peyton defending. It's stolen by Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Peyton in the corner. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. He gives you an expanded menu.
Shots good by Green.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Şengün gets it to go from beyond the arc. Şengün's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Rockets.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total smash, a true show of strength for Houston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Green.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's the teardrop. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Green going inside, and it goes down 2 points.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And here is Curry. Puts up a deep three. That shot off. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
But eventually, I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers. Everyone, the starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, they've got Stephen Curry. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the center position. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore. But it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Moran. Banked it in off the glass.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Edey. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change. A great job to establish position and square up. Go
First personal foul.
Grizzlies lead by 6. Outside Morant. Jackson the screen. Morant against Butler. And then Morant with the dunk.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Here's Curry after the basket by Memphis on the other end. The teardrop. Green, the pass to Curry. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. From deep, Payne. He drops it from range.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And the basket by Curry.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Butler against Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Memphis leading by 10. Payne, the pass to Morant. Jackson, the screen. The three ball. Another shot. Outside Morant. Outside Payne. A deep three. 30 seconds left in the first. Pass to Edey. Butler with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. Second chance effort. Post. He gets it in there.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson, the screen. Just 3 on the clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center position. They set the pick. Pass to post. And a nice finish on the layup.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Morant. Morant hammers it down hard.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Oh, that's good. Morant from way out.
And you often see defenses beg Morant to take that shot. Didn't work that time.
The three from Curry, and he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And Morant gets it to go.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Curry against Morant. Here's the teardrop. Oh, the soft touch. Stephen Curry.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Jackson, the screen. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Jackson with a screen on Butler. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. It's a 14-point game. With the floater, Curry from inside. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. And here's Morant outside. Drains the triple. Morant's got 26.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
To the cup, Curry. From outside the arc. And Post gets it to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Morant. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here he goes. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Butler, a screen on Morant. Curry looking it over. And yep, it's good. He's got 19.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And here's Curry. Count it. Good. Curry's got 13 points in this quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Kevon Looney is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Moody. And it's Hield in at the two-guard spot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the free throw, no good. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Kennard with it, now guarded by Moody. Bagley sets a screen. Kennard for 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Ooh, poked away. To the paint. Here's Looney. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Kennard outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Pajemski.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Outside Pajemski. There's a screen by Kuminga. Pajemski into the lane, and he got the whistle on the way up. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
At the line for 2, Pajemski. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Pass to Huff. Back to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the screen. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Huff, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And Hill lays it in.
And I like whenever Hill attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kennard outside. Drops in the 3. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Looney the screen. And Looney with the slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Bagley sets a screen. Kennard with it, and Looney picks him up defensively. Bagley down low. To the inside. Wells. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
NBA, if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Hield from outside. Nails it from 3. Hield's got 5 now.
This is his shot. The defense must chase Hield off that three-point line.
Kennard outside. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 16. Outside Kuminga. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. To the middle. Pass to Huff. It's stolen by Kuminga. They've got numbers. Healed on the wing. He shoots it. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Green with a screen on Morant. Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Grizzlies lead by 19. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Here's Morant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Morant's got 42 in the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Curry's shot is off. Memphis leading by 23. And Morant gets double teamed. Down low. Jackson with a screen on Curry. Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Morant against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Morant against Butler. Jackson the screen. Here's Morant. They grab their own miss. Six on the shot clock. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Morant against Curry. Outside Butler. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-3 run. Morant with the slam!
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. The kick out, Curry. Green, a screen. Here's the 3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
So impressed with his performance today.
Wow!
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Good! That's another bucket!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
Second team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a deep three from Curry. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 30 points.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Morant into the lane, and he lays it up and in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Left side Curry. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
center, filling out the middle. And for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks out there with Green. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the 4. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
Both free throws good from Morant. RJ, Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Now here's Morant. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Thompson. By himself. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Bane. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Into the lane. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. In the corner, Şengün with it. Thompson sets the pick for Şengün. And Thompson throws it down.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Pass to Edey. The baseline J. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Morant against Green. In the corner, Şengün with it. Şengün with a screen on Jackson. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And Şengün is right there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Bane against Brooks. Outside, Bane. There's the triple. Brooks grabs the board. The Rockets trail. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight.
Thanks, David. Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here's Green outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Bane with it. Now defended by Şengün. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Thompson sets the pick for Green. Back to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got 8 points.
It's hard to know what Green is going to do in these sets. He uses that unpredictability pretty much to his advantage.
Here's Morant. And the shot goes down.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Houston leading by 7. Green inside. Guarded by Morant. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. Here's Eason. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Now here's Morant. He takes it in. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Eason. And here is Şengün. Down to 5 on the shot.
Oh, yes! If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Here's Edey, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And so far, just...
Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious.
You don't want to jump with Jalen Green. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2, you don't want to jump with Jalen Green.
Back to Morant. Fires from deep. Eason grabs the board. Rockets leading by 12. Here's Green. Pass to Şengün. Now Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And the dunk by Eason.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. You talk about reputations, RJ. You have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side. Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
From deep, Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Thompson against Morant. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Payne against Brooks. 6 on the shot clock from deep three-point territory.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
Back to Green. Eason, a screen on Jackson. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the paint, here's Edey. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Edie's got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Houston leading by 13. Brooks for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Morant against Thompson. Pulls up on the elbow. Green with the rebound.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Misses the double clutch jam. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now Morant. And stolen by Thompson. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Brooks gets it to go.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Here's Green. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Morant outside. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edie gets the bucket.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Green kicks to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Jackson. And that one's good. Brooks has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
No good on that one. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Rockets lead by 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. He was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
They've got Whitmore. Smith is out there with Green. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Landale in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That's a 2 from Kennard. Top of the key, Bagley. Pass to Wells. Bagley sends a screen for Wells. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And VanVleet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that VanVleet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Williams passes to Kennard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Whitmore. Yep, that one goes. And the Rockets lead by 18.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Bagley with a wide-open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
VanVleet with it. Hasn't made one yet. Green with a screen for Smith. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
And getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Now, here's Kennard. Whitmore defending. Kennard, the pass to Bagley. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Wells. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets leading by 17. Here's Van Vliet. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Man, unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Kennard kicks to Bagley. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. Second shot opportunity, and it's denied. Tipped away. And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Smith with it. Williams picks him up. The three. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got 5 now.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Bagley, no good.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Kennard, the pass to Williams. Looking to end the run. Kennard kicks to Bagley. Smith feeling it out a bit. Outside, Green. Van Vliet against Kennard. Off target from 3-point range.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Clock at 6. Pass to Huff. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Van Vliet outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Jackson in at the small forward spot.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. Defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny to the right side. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson a screen on Green. Jackson misses. Houston leading by 23. Green passes to Easton. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Morant. Back to Eason. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
On the wing, Jackson from the arc. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Eason with a screen for Green. The 3 ball. They get it back. Şengün. The second chance effort. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Jackson.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And the wide open shot from Green. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Eason finds Brooks. From deep three-point land. Another shot. Pass to Şengün. Fires for 3. Good on the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Outside for Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, nice finish. Green has been locked in, really powering this offense.
Thompson against Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Down low, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
In the corner, it's Eason. Stolen by Jackson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Amen Thompson.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
Morant with a wide-open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Back to Brooks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Hard to guard that. Morant really testing the limitations of his shooting there. But hey, he nailed it.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
They grabbed their own miss.
And doing some dirty work. on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.
But eventually, I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the music. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Everyone, let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Butler. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Post in at the center position. And for Houston, they've got Dylan Brooks. Thompson out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Alperen Şengün, and it's Green in at the 1 spot. Now here's Thompson, outside for Brooks. Fires from deep, knocks it down from distance. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital. And second chance points may just decide this game. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. They set a pick. Here's Payton. And it's all from 3-point range. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. On the wing, Thompson. On the wing, Green. Butler covering. And Jalen Green is good for 3.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his 3-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
And here's Curry for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And it's hammered home by Green.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Here's Thompson. Nice move. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Eason, pass to Şengün. Hits the trifecta.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Well, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Fred, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
Green with the ball. Checked by Brooks. Here's Butler. It's tipped. 3 on 3. Green for 3. Thompson passes to Eason. Green for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. All alone. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
Outside, Green. Outside for Brooks. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Post. Puts up a deep 3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Post has got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Green with the ball. He's got 5. From deep. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
Oh my, I mean, Green is ready for a duel at the arc. I mean, he's always an eager 3-point shooter.
Curry against Thompson. Chalk up 2 there. He has 7.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Green against Curry. Green, the pass to Eason. No good from outside.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And that one's good. Green.
Well, we see Draymond Green take a lot of threes. He doesn't make a lot of threes, but we see him take them. That time, knocks down the J.
Outside Eason. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Here's Curry. He has 7. Pass to post. Up in time. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time. Great job ending the...
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. 8 points in the quarter. Showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
They've got Tari Eason. Jalen Green is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. From deep three-point land. The shot by Butler, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Curry passes to Payton. Butler on the wing. Pass to Payton. Shoots over Eason. And again, no good by Golden State. And the Rockets shooting about 41%, now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Thompson, a screen on Butler. On the attack, Green. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Outside for Green. Oh, Brooks with the steal. The 3. Offensive board. Eason, a screen on Curry. Here's Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The 3 from Curry. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And that one's good. Thompson.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Curry passes to Green. Outside for Butler. Lets the 3 fly. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets lead by 7. On the wing, Green. He's got 13. Green takes it to the rack.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Payton. Back to Curry. Will it go? Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 13 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Fires top of the key, and there's another one for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And Şengün throw it down.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Pass to post. Back to Curry. Puts it up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 17.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
Curry against Brooks. Back to Eason. Brooks a screen on Green. And it's Eason penetrating. And that one drops. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Curry against Thompson. Three-pointer. Curry with another miss. The finish! Oh, and the jam by Thompson!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Give me a piece. You're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Kevon Looney is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. Looney grabs a miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Here's Whitmore. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Looney with the smooth move inside.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Warriors trail by 11. Pass to Hield. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Hield's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Buddy Hield has great strength at his size. Stocky, but he finds a way to push through the defense.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Counted from distance.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Houston leading by 11. And Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
Pass to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got his first basket.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. They get it again on the wing, Whitmore. Second chance shot. They get the rebound outside for Green. And another shot. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Rockets lead by 12.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, oh my!
Nobody is stopping that.
Way up there in the rafters.
Insane!
What a finish.
Three-pointer, VanVleet sinks it from distance. VanVleet's got 6 points in the quarter.
And a speedy offensive play by VanVleet, pulling up out of nowhere for a shot.
To the right side. Here's Kuminga. Goes back up. Looney. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Whitmore. And the layup is good off the glass. Whitmore's gotten his second bucket of the game.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
The three, Smith. Let's go with a three. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. Smith's got 5 now.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Connects from downtown.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Here's VanVleet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Looney, a screen on Green. With the teardrop. Golden State with a rebound. Moody from outside. It doesn't go for him. Houston leading by 13. Pass to Landale. Smith outside. Here's Whitmore outside. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And so it's the Houston Rockets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Leading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Brooks in at shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Green. And the Rockets lead by 14.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's the pick. And here's Curry for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Houston leading by 14. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Post. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Inside. And Sengun throw it down.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. The offensive rebound. And he gets it to go.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Green finds Easton. This one for 3. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Green, the pass to Eason. Sengun, a screen on Green. Here's Easton. Off the mark there with a 3. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 18. They set the screen. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. The 3 is up. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Outside, Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Green going right at the rim, and it's hammered home by Green.
Talk about using that speed. Green to the rim with ease.
Payton passes to Green. Deflected. Here's Easton. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 14. Butler taking his time here. Three-pointer off the mark.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Green.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
Payton passes to Butler. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. They led by as many as 18. Thompson. And then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Out to Thompson. Back to Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 18.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
3 points.
And here are the Rockets. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Still, Rockets ball.
On the wing, Green. Butler covering. And it's hammered home by Green.
This is Green at his best. Electric off the bounce. And a great finisher.
Thompson against Curry. Pass to Payton. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a
joined now Golden State's starting five. Draymond Green is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Jackson in at the small forward position. And it's the Warriors ball. You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Morant kicks to Jackson. The shot's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Green with a screen on Morant. Here's Curry with the three. Connects from three-point range.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Morant against Butler. Pass to Edey. Jackson dishes to Morant. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. Morant's got 5 points so far.
More of a dribble drive guard, but the defense can't forget about Ja's ability outside the arc.
Here's Post. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Morant missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Took him no time at all on that one. He has 6.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Nice move. He lays it in.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Curry looking it over. Outside, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Warriors leading by 3. Outside, Green. To the inside. Post. Off with the layup. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. They set the pick. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 11.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Butler, no good. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Jackson, a screen on Butler. And Morant gets it to go. 13 points in the game.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Here's Curry with the 3. Cans it from downtown. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Butler against Morant. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Morant. Curry's shot is good.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Morant against Butler. Morant drives in. He gets it in there.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Ja Morant has... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Stephen Curry, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. Pass to Post. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Post has got 8 points. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Here's Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Knocked loose. Now Butler. Nothing on the board. From deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Morant looking around. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Morant against Curry. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 26.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Morant. The shot by Curry, no good. Memphis trailing here.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And he's good on the second. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Up top, Curry, guarded by Morant. Here's Post. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Memphis, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Morant kicks to Jackson. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got 5.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Curry fires from way outside, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Lock at 6. They set the pick. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edey can't hit. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Curry against Bain. Misses the jumper. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson a screen on Butler. Morant with it. Now Green defending. Jackson kicks to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And the agility, the hops. Morant just explodes off the floor.
Outside Curry. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 29 seconds left in the first half. Here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Butler against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside Curry. From downtown. No good. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. Total 14 points. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Wells is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Vince Williams. Then it's Bagley. And it's Huff in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Golden State's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Here's Podziemski. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so here's Memphis. Now here's Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Podziemski. And he banks in the layup. Podziemski's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim and half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away.
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. It's stolen by Bagley. To the middle. Here's Wells. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wells has got his first basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Driving inside.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Picked his pocket. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Podziemski. They get it back. Podziemski on the wing. They kick out to Heel. It's good from long range. Heald's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Podziemski with it. And another 3 for Golden State.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Kennard on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. No good again that time.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Hield with the bucket. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Here's Podziemski, and the layup is good. Podziemski's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Takes it inside. Here's Kennard. Bagley finds Williams. Over Moody. Now, here's Kennard. He's defended by Podziemski. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Golden State ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 9-point lead to end the... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 9 points, setting the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Post in at the 5. 6 to shoot. Bane can't connect from short range. Warriors leading by 9. Outside Curry. They get a hand on it. Bane with the steal. Fast break Memphis. Morant passes to Bane. Just 4 to shoot. It's the teardrop. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen. Triggering...
Detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And the basket by Curry.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And good that time. Morant's got 33 points.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Curry from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Curry shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Morant against Curry. And another shot. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
How about mixing it up inside there? Steph still a threat. That nimbleness he has helps him to get that shot off.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Morant, right side. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Curry. Oh, nothing phases Curry.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got 40 points.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Curry, that's good.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Jackson passes to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Morant with it. Now Green defending. Back to Morant. It counts. What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Curry. Good.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Butler against Morant. Latrey. The Warriors pull it in. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Curry against Bain. Just 5 to shoot. They kick it out to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. So we see the Warriors get the win here. And thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Greg Anthony.
for Houston. Tari Eason is out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Green, and it's Brooks in at the 2. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5, down low. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real. Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
Morant against Thompson. Pass to Edey. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Green. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Houston's ball.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pulls it from the corner. Şengün finds Green. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep. Green's got 5 points.
Hey, this team has great confidence in Green's ability to connect from deep. It's really about getting him quality looks.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Right wing. Thompson against Bane. Pass to Green. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
Bane against Green. Bane into the lane. Here's Edey. Morant surveying the floor. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
From deep, Morant gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Pass to Edey. Jackson right side. Beyond the arc. And another 3 from Memphis.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Şengün with it. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Bane. Jackson with a screen on Green. Green against Bane. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Rockets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Outside, Green. Pass to Brooks. Off target from outside. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. There's Jackson with the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Eason, good.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Morant against Thompson. Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now here's Moran. Give him 8 points now. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Thompson goes in.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, Memphis trailing here. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Here's Moran. Pass to Edey. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Memphis shooting their first free throw this game.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Moran against Green. And Şengün, here we go. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, leading by just 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Their chemistry, that's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Green. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the shooting guard position. Green up top, hounded by Moran. Şengün, the screen. Three-pointer, Brooks. And Houston, another 3.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
And here's Moran outside. Eason pulls it in. Houston leading by 8. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
And here's Moran outside. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, BA. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Payne, the pass to Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Thompson outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It'll be on G.G. Jackson.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
And he's good on the second. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Morant driving inside, and then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
It's Eason with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Down low. Şengün with a steal. Here we go, all alone. Eason can't get it to go. Payne, the pass to Morant. Back to Payne from behind the arc. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Payne's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's Green. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. From the arc. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thompson passes to Brooks. Eason a screen on Jackson. Out to the wing. Launches it. The Rockets again can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant driving in. Nice D from Thompson.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Eason. Knocks down the long J. Eason's got 11.
It's amazing to me. I mean, this is what so many teams try to find now in transition, the open 3.
Morant. Pass to Payne. Lets it go from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. Payne's got 6 in the quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Now Şengün. Back to Green. There's 39 seconds left in the first half.
Blasting off, Green runs in and just launches himself to the rim.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point game. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant against Thompson. Pass to Edey. Oh, sweet move. And he lays it in. Give him 8.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Şengün passes to Thompson. Back to Şengün. Over Edey with 1 on the clock. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Houston. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Vince Williams. Luke Kennard out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Huff in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies trail by 4. Bagley is screen on Van Vliet. Pass to Huff. Launches a 3. Rebound by Van Vliet. Houston has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
And so it's Memphis with it. Kennard outside for 3. Sinks the tray.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Outside Whitmore. He takes it in.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And there's a pick. And he dunks it down.
He doesn't want to bother with layups. He likes to throw it down.
Man, you got to think his fans and teammates love watching him elevate like that.
They most certainly do, guys. That gets everybody up off the bench, too. Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Kennard outside. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Bagley sets a screen. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Houston. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Up pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 3. Out to Bagley for the tie. The shot off that time.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
A nice shot by Smith.
This is Smith's game. Set him up, and he'll knock him down.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Kennard, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Smith outside.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Van Vliet scanning the floor from deep three-point land. Another three from Houston.
Oh, what range this kid has. I mean, this proves Smith's ceiling is sky high.
Kennard into the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Smith. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's Whitmore. The three is up. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third. Grizzlies trail by 6. Out to Bagley from downtown. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Ooh, stolen by Smith. On the wing, Whitmore launches it. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Rockets lead by 9.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here they come. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup. Smith's got 8.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Williams in the post. He's against Smith. To halt the run. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Whitmore. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too.
Oh!
How about that one?
Jam!
Woo! And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition. Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Pass to Edey. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got his 5th assist in this one. Green for 3. Şengün with it. Now here's Brooks. Back to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. And finally they hit one. And the Rockets lead by 17.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
The Grizzlies shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Green finds Eason. Thompson against Bain. Thompson goes in. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Here's Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Moran. Jackson with a screen on Thompson. On the take. Here's Moran. Jackson outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
They retain possession. Thompson against Moran. From deep. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside for Brooks. 3-pointer. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. There's the triple. And it's Eason with a 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Green, the pass to Şengün. 1:44 left in the 4th. Outside Eason. Lets the 3 fly. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson with a screen on Thompson. Jackson on the wing. The 3 is up. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Houston has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Rockets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Amen Thompson.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it...
Oh! Power it home!
Oh, wow! Yeah, teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them. Green against Morant. Brooks outside. From outside, off the mark. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his third foul so far.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Eason. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Kept alive. Outside for Brooks. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this